Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for the last unboxing for the new G.I. Joe Classified series. And today we're going to be looking at Destro. That's right, Destro right there. When they first released that they were doing these, Snake Eyes, hands down, no brainer. That one I wanted. When I saw this one, I was like, yes, I'm definitely going to get this one to go with Snake Eyes. But then all of a sudden, there was 3 more of them that I saw, and I'm like, okay, I'm G.I. Joe time again. But Destro was definitely one that I wanted. He looks amazing. The box presentation is just awesome on this one. I am so digging this one a lot. And once again, we got that awesome back art that every box has, which I think is phenomenal. But let's get him out of the box. Let's get this review started. I mean, enough. Let's get him out. All right. I haven't talked a lot about the back cards that come with the figures, but I do like the back card that comes with this one. That's just wicked cool. But here he is in the clamshell right there, Destro. Comes with a few accessories. It's a pretty simplistic figure, but let me get him out of the clamshell. We'll get the review started. All right, so we got him unboxed, and first and foremost, we'll look at the accessories. I'll start with the gold pistol that he has right here. I'm not a big fan of this pistol, just for the simple fact it's gold. That's my personal preference. It's the gold's not doing it for me, but it does have quite a bit of good detail to it, which I think it could have been done a lot better, but hey, it's a gold pistol. This weapon, on the other hand, I really do like this weapon. The black and the red, even though I think it has a little bit too much black in it. I think a little bit of silver would have been cool, but it has some great detail, and I wish this pistol would have followed suit with this weapon here. I think it would have matched him really good, and I just think it would have went better with the figure, but hey, again, that's just my personal opinion. He does come with a really neat briefcase, which I'm digging. Got the symbol right there. Got it black on one side. We got some red on the other. This actually does open up, I believe. I have yet to open it up, so bear with me. There we go. Right there. That's a cool touch right there. Get a little laptop. And again, and this is just me being picky, the keys. The keys on, I wouldn't have went all black. I would have actually put some kind of a sticker or something that just made it sort of pop. It looks great and it's a good accessory. It's just, it needs a little more. That's all I'm saying. For what it is, I think it works good. It's just, I think it could have been taken up a notch, but I dig it though. It's a cool accessory to have for your action figure. And you can also utilize this not only with Destro, but like with Duke or Roadblock, Scarlet, any of the other figures as well. But hey, that's just me. That's just my thoughts on it. The figure itself, it's cool. I do like the head sculpt. I was afraid that since it was going to be all silver, you wouldn't get any kind of details in it. But believe it or not, you actually can get some. It's got some good detail to it. I dig it. It's neat. He does have his gold necklace here, which is loose. I do like the color going around the collar. The black and gray right here is a nice touch. This is like a gunmetal gray. I dig it. Again, head articulation wise, this collar right here is really going to limit that. But we do have some side to side. He has a little bit of a a tilt, but not much. Shoulders wise, shouldn't be too much hindering that as far as that goes. So that actually works out really good. And like with all the figures, it should have a really good elbow articulation, which he does. And I really dig this hint of silver right here, or more gunmetalish color. And over on this side, he actually has this nice detail here, which is, it's cool. I dig it. And again, this arm, I'm not sure with this particular weapon, but it does not hinder him bad at all. So that's actually surprising. I thought maybe this would hinder the elbow some. As far as his torso goes, wow, he's got a back bend. I mean, yeah, that's pretty extreme right there. Ab crunch, about the same. I mean, it's a good ab crunch. You could definitely put him in a vehicle, so that's good. Does have a waist twist, and as so far as side to side, not bad at all. I'm okay with it. As far as his hips goes, let me check. Let me push these back in. He feels a little loose too, like Roadblock did, but not as bad. But he is a little loose. Now he does have this joint here, like the Duke figure did, where you can pull it down, which lets the leg come up a lot more, which I really like that. So if you're doing karate kicks or things like that, that's going to look pretty sweet. That's going to look good. Then you just basically just push it back up. Same goes on this side. As far as his knee articulation goes, it should be the same. Right there, great articulation in the knee, so that's not going to be an issue. I do like the fact that they did the different color here in the knee. That actually worked pretty good with this figure. I didn't think it would at first, but it does, because they've incorporated this knee pad, and that's a nice way to do the transition on that knee joint. So that's great. The actual boots, the pants, the color, all of that works really good. He does have a little bit of a tread there on his shoe, which is nice. As far as his ankle goes, got a good pivot there and a decent pivot coming up. So not bad at all. This particular figure, one of the things that he has that I wish Duke had was this strap right here. Because as you can see, the waist belt is actually loose. And you got the strap that comes down to the thigh holster. The Duke figure didn't have that. I don't know why. Because this at least holds everything in place a lot better. And as you can see, it does not hinder the movement at all as far as that goes. So that's a little disappointing that Duke didn't have that and Destro does. As far as the detail on the holster, it's great. It's great. I dig it. I'm not a big fan of the all red. However, if this gun here would have been a black or a gray, I wouldn't have minded the red as much, but the gold just doesn't do it for me. But that's just me, sort of nitpicking a little bit. But that's the way I am when it comes to these figures. I will tell you my honest opinions about them. I'll tell you the hits, the misses, and the things that I see that I particularly don't like. But when it's all one color like this, you lose detail, if that makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of detail in this holster. We got that pouch there, the magazine. You can also see he has some looseness to him as well. So, but that's in the hips, because I'm holding this leg. So yeah, he's got some looseness to him. So I think he's going to be in a way sort of like Roadblock, and might have to do some joint repair to him or modifications. But the details that are show up great with the coloring choices. But there he is, Destro. Boom, he's in the house. So let me get things flipped back around, and we'll do our final thoughts on this awesome figure. All right, guys, there he is, Destro, right there. I like this figure. I like this figure a lot. When you put the accessories and everything on him, the briefcase, and when he's got this weapon on him, I really dig him a lot. Like I said in the video, as long as if this is just me, I'm not a big fan of the gold pistol. And I'm also not a big fan of the solid red holster. That's just me though, okay? That's just me. I will say this, as long as I keep this pistol in the holster, I'm okay with it, sorta, because at least most of the gold's hid. One of my biggest pluses I like for this figure, I love this briefcase. That's a nice touch. That's a nice accessory. When you open it up, it loses some stuff, especially if you're going to take photos of it or this, that, because you got the black. So I might try to find a computer printout that's going to be this scale that I can lay down inside of it just to give it something else, if that makes sense. It just needs something. You have all this great detail, but you're not seeing the detail because it's all black. With this figure as well, he also has a peg in the back, a peg hole. None of his accessories are for that. Just reuse them old, I guess. That's, sort of wish they had little plugs, like if you could just stick it in there like a little stopper just to hide the hole, because if you're doing like a back shot like this and you're shooting the camera this way, then you got that hole right there, and it's just, I don't know. I sort of wish Hasbro would put little feelers right there, just a little plug that you could put, a little rubber plug you could put right there just to cover it up. But again, I'm nitpicking. This figure, just like Roadblock, his hips they're a little loose. They're not as bad as Roadblock, but I mean, you can see, I mean, he's loose. He's loose. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, you can see it right there. That's substantially loose in my opinion. So I don't think it would take long for Destro to sort of lose some stability in poses. I was actually had him here on the table. He sits fine. Matter of fact, let me grab his box and I'll show you this what it looks like. But he's got a good standing presence, but I do think over time he may right there. Whoops. Let's try that again. Boom. So he stands up okay for now. I just think over time he may lose a little bit. But guys, that's going to be it for this 4-part series on the new Joes from the G.I. Joe Classified series. I really hope you enjoyed it. I don't do this a lot. I could have condensed this down into maybe 2 videos, but to be honest with you, I was really excited for each one, and I wanted to give each one its own proper review. And I didn't want to make them, like hour-long videos. So, but I really do hope you like the whole series. Let me know in the comments what you think about this type of videos series. Do you like it? Because I don't mind doing them. I actually enjoy doing them, so it was fun. So, also, if this is your first time to my channel, please make sure and hit that subscribe button and make sure you got notifications turned on. That way you'll know when I drop videos like this. And until the next one, guys, always remember, toys, even Destro, will refresh your soul, and I'll see you next time.